Welcome sa zip9.com. This video, tutuloy natin yung ating series about quadratic functions. No? And kung napanood nyo yung mga previous videos natin, pinag-aralan natin kung paano bakunin yung vertex. No? Yung vertex is the lowest point if the quadratic function is opening, if the graph of the quadratic function is opening upward, or the highest point if the graph of the quadratic function is opening downward. Pinag-aralan na rin natin kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng roots, no? Or yung value ng x when the graph passes through the x-axis. So yung roots, may kinalaman siya actually sa intercepts, no? So ang root nito ay x equals 1 tsaka x equals 2. And then the x-intercepts are 1, 0, and 2, 0. No? And of course, yung y-intercept natin, dito sa graph na to, meron tayong 0, 2. So, yung x-intercept at y-intercept, sila yung mga intersection ng graph, no? Doon sa mga axis natin, no? Yung y-intercept, the intersection of the graph and the y-axis, no? And the x-intercepts are the intersection of the graph and the x-axis. So, yan yung ating. So, pag sinabi mong x-intercept, yan yung intersection ng graph, intersection of the graph and the x-axis. No? Pwedeng S yan, no? Kasi pwedeng dalawa, pwedeng isa, pwedeng sa quadratic function, maximum of 2, yung intersection. Pwede ring wala, no? Next, we have the y-intercept. This is the intersection of the graph and the y-axis naman. Okay. So, tignan natin kung ano bang mangyayari or paano ba natin kukunin yung x-intercept at y-intercept by just solving, no? Paano ba yun? Tignan natin kung ano nangyayari. By the way, kung napanood nyo na yung video natin on getting the x and y-intercepts of linear function, then this is not new. So, balikan natin yung graph, no? Para makuha natin yung x-intercept, ano ba nangyayari pag x-intercept is the intersection of the graph and the x-axis, diba? Ano ba ang characteristics ng mga points sa x-axis? So, whatever our point, lagi siyang nasa, diba? Nasa x-axis, yung intersection niyan. Okay? So, ang points na sa x-axis, tingnan nyo kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa kanya. Meron ba kayong nakikitang constant? Anong characteristic niya? Yung y niya ay 0 kasi kung titignan mo yung y-axis ito yung 1, ito yung 0, ito yung negative 1. So, at this point, no, ang y-coordinate niya ay 0. So, para makuha natin yung intersection ng graph, no, algebraically at ng x-axis, gagawin natin, titignan natin yung value ng x where y is equal to 0. So, balik tayo sa equation. We want to find the value of x when y is equal to 0. But what is the value of y? Diba yun yung f of x natin? So, pwede nating sabihin na f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. And then we set y to 0, which is this one. Now, 0 is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6. O, para medyo madaling isolve. Actually, this is already correct, but we want the 0 to be on the right side. No? So, balik rin natin yung position, maging x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Okay. So, next, we factor, di ba? This is a quadratic equation. At pag nakita tayo ng quadratic equation, to find the value of x, yung pinakauna nating step is to factor. Pag hindi siya kaya na factoring, it's either we do completing the square or we use the quadratic formula. But I think this is factorable, no? So, factor natin. Yung x squared, syempre yung kanyang factors ay x at saka x, di ba? Now, we want to find the numbers whose product is 6 and sum is 5. Product 6. sum 5. Ano ba yung mga numbers na product ay 6? 1, 6. What else? 2, 3. 3, 2. I put 3, 2, and 2, 3 is the same, right? So, saan dyan yung sum nila ay 5? Diba ito? Kasi sum nito 7 eh. So, parehong positive, we have plus 2. We have plus 3. And then, we copy equals 0. And of course, para ito maging 0, one of them must be 0. So, pag ito ang 0, x plus 2 equals 0. Paano siya magiging 0? We subtract 2 from both sides. It becomes negative 2. So, negative 2 plus 2, 0, times whatever this value is equal to 0. Pwede rin na ito yung 0, di ba? X plus 3 equals 0. Then x equals negative 3. No? So, negative 3 plus 3 is 0 times whatever value here equals 0. Okay? So, ito yung ating x-intercepts, no? If we want to find the coordinates of the points, yung x-intercept natin ay 0 yung y-coordinate niya, di ba? So, we set y to 0, remember? So, we have, by the way, y is equal to f of x, no? Magtaka kayo, ano, yung mga hindi familiar sa notation. Because we can make this y equals x squared plus 5x plus 6, di ba? So, pareho lang silang dalawa. Yung f of x here, tsaka y. Pareho silang x squared plus 5x plus 6. So, that's why we can set y to 0 or f of x to 0 and then factor out. So, the intercepts, the x-intercepts of this function is at negative 2, 0 and negative 3, 0. Okay? Okay, nakuha na natin yung x-intercept. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pwede na natin ito burahin, no? O, later na lang natin buburahin. Ibig sabihin pala yan, nagpa-pass through yung function sa negative 2, 0 tsaka negative 3, 0. So, pwede natin i-draw dito. Negative 2, 0 is here. Sa point na to. And then negative 3, 0. Okay. And then we get the y-intercept. So, para makuha mo naman yung y-intercept dito ng function, anong characteristic ng y, no? Ano ito yung x-coordinate niya, ito yung y-coordinate niya. Anong napapansin nyo sa kanya? 0 siya, di ba? 0 yung x-coordinate niya. Kasi, pag titignan mo yung x niya dito, negative 1, 0, 1. So, dito, 0 talaga siya. Nadaan siya sa 0, di ba? 0 na x-coordinate. Kasi ang y ay nagbabago pag nilipat mo siya. But 0 is constant. So, the x, therefore, we set x to 0 dito. So, at x equals 0, we substitute every x with 0. So, f of 0, f of x is f of 0, equals 0 squared plus 5 times 0 plus 6. Ibig sabihin, f of 0 equals 6. Ibig sabihin, ito yung y-intercept natin. At 0, 0 yung x natin, di ba? X-coordinate, 6. So, ibig sabihin, dadaan yung graph natin at 0, 6. Somewhere here. Okay? So, para hindi tayo magulo, burahin natin yung mga points na because of yung sa previous natin na ginawa. Ibig sabihin, ito na yung graph natin. The graph passes through these 3 points. So, dito, dito, tsaka dito. So, malamang ganito ang itsura niya, no? Malamang ganyan siya kasi magpapass through siya dun sa 3 points. Okay? So, siguro graph natin. Ang function natin ay f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay? So, nakita nyo, nag-pass through siya dun sa x-intercept tsaka sa y-intercept niya. Okay? Bago tayo magtapos, anong ginawa natin? Yung what did we do para makuha yung x-intercept? Yung x-intercept, to get the x-intercept, what did we do? So, x-intercept, ang ginawa natin, set y to 0. Set y to 0. Then solve for x. Since quadratic function siya, magiging quadratic equation siya pag sinet sa 0 and we do the factoring or completing the square or quadratic formula. No? We use the quadratic formula. Sa y-intercept naman, anong ginawa natin? Ano naman ang sinet natin sa 0? Yung x natin, di ba? Set x to 0, then solve for y. Okay? So, yun yung ating x-intercept tsaka y-intercept. Okay, so actually, pwede mo na sabihin na the y-intercept is 6, or the x-intercept is x equals negative 2 tsaka x equals negative 3. Pwede naman sabihin ka nun. But we want to find the coordinates of the points para ma-justify natin kung bakit natin inequate to sa 0. No? Okay, so I hope meron kayo natutunan sa ating video na to. Ito yung mga summary ng ating steps. See you in the next tutorial.